welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. And I couldn't sleep, so I might as well get up and do something. Do something productive. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a very long day. What are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna look forward to going to sleep tonight. But first, I got a whole day to live. Anyway, been up since about 3:30. I just didn't want to fight it anymore, you know. So I just got up and made myself some decaf. Got myself some new creamer yesterday. That's my lack of discipline. It's creamer, coffee mate, and decaffeinated. See, I love flavor, I love taste, but I don't always like the sensations that come with it, because, you know, I drink to remind me of things and to help me imagine how I think things, how I want things in the future, and all the while trying to be present, you know, because when you aren't present, well, that's the greatest gift. How many people don't get that present, you know? Don't get that gift of presence, just being in the moment, enjoying things for as they are. It's the part that I gotta remember, you know, and I'm tasting my tastes, remembering and planning, dreaming, manifesting, whatever. You know, it's all about balance. It's not easy. It's not easy. For people who freaking act like it's easy, they're the ones that I question, man. They're the ones that I'm suspicious of. I was thinking about free will and how it's kind of run amok. You know, human nature is a very, very interesting thing. It's very cooperative when necessary, and then when it gets its way, when blessings spoil, oh, how soon people forget, you know, where they came from, what they've been through, you know. They forget that vibration, and then they put them of lack, and then they go through great many lengths to not feel that, you know. So they forget. What they ought to do is remember. It should be a motivator. You know, people forget too much stuff, avoid, deny. You know, yeah, bad stuff happens to everybody. When you stuff that down, man, it comes out sideways. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week. Could be 10, 15, 20 years, man, but you don't rectify the freaking harms from your past, yours and that have been done to you, you know, the hurts that have been caused to you and the harms that you've done. It's a two-way street, y'all. It's a two-way street. You gotta make it right, man. You gotta make stuff right, and I see a whole world, a whole planet of people going, what is going on? Well, that's free will run riot, man. That's what's happening with the world, and people are scared, you know. As above, so below. So what happens when people get scared outside? It makes turbulence. It freaking impacts the planet in a big way. And we're feeling those impacts. I'm cold today. I'm sensitive to cold. I do better in the heat. And it's one of the reasons why I moved out west. But it don't matter. It's just cold. It's cold these days, you know. So just layer up and be prepared. I got a cat that likes to sit in the window at certain times in the night, and if I don't leave the window open for him, then everybody gets woken up because he's trying to jump into a closed window, and it causes a ruckus. So, free will, yeah, it's something that we're all given as a human being. We all have a choice to choose, you know, and I just look around at the things that people are choosing, and it's just like, I saw some of my friends in California got their power turned off, so because there's a fire in Southern California, so you know, I guess they they figure you can't shut the power off for the whole state, and this fire has already been started. So what are you gonna do? You know, not inconvenience freaking millions of people. That was just the dumbest thing I've seen California do yet. And it wasn't even California, it was a freaking privately owned corporation that can make choices like that, you know. Can just decide, people that don't know what it's like to, live in those circumstances, you know. And it's all changing. I saw freaking, yeah. I wonder what this country would be like if real people ran it. I don't know who they got in there, man, but I don't think they're real people. Real balanced people, let's just say that. I think that we have people in charge of some things that are very, very imbalanced, and when they've been told that they can't do no wrong their whole entire life, and in their mind that has been verified by their position in life now, and their standing, and their paycheck, and their job title, then they just do whatever they want, but their ideas aren't good. They might have good ideas in other areas, but in the idea of the job that they're getting paid like $140,000 for, so these politicians get paid, look it up, dude. Members of Congress, look it up. Members of the Senate, 436 seats make up $92 million for people to work sometimes and say, oh, Social Security, here's a $20 raise. I'm not on Social Security, but I know a lot of people that are. That's just like a smack in the face, I'm ready for them to start standing up into their integrity, because we have free will, right? So why aren't more politicians going, I have everything I need, and I raise smart enough kids that they can find their own resources and go to college, So I don't need to make this much money, so I'm going to go ahead and, do what, but you don't see any of that anywhere. You don't see that anywhere. Nowhere. People don't want to, except every now and again you see a philanthropist, guy comes to the end of his life and gives all of his money away or whatever, but figures it out before it's too late. But I know people just keep telling themselves that they manifest this abundance, and I just want to manifest abundance so I can help other people too, because this world just ain't about me. Oh, Stan Lee. So with free will, something that has been gone to the wayside, and that's discipline. Yeah, discipline. See, always been pretty disciplined. There's been times that I haven't, but those are the times that I learned. I learned my lessons. Like when I'm not disciplined and I eat whatever I want, I put on weight. I've been up to 200 pounds before. I was 5'3" 3/4. Now I'm 5'2". But point is, I didn't have the discipline. I just free will run riot, and I, ate whatever I want. Then I put on weight. Then I felt terrible, Then I'd go eat more to feel better, and I'd put on more weight. Then I'd feel terrible. And what happened was after I went through a breakup, I started treating myself different, like I cared about me, I started treating myself how I wish everybody always would have treated me all along, that I kept looking for the wrong people to treat me a certain kind of way, because I didn't know how to find it. I didn't know how to find no love. I didn't know how to find no, none of that, because freaking my growing up, my upbringing, it wasn't conducive for that. Love ain't conducive in that environment, so I took the long way around to figure out what it was, but I did. And I always heard that you can't, ain't nobody else is gonna love you till you love yourself. And I was like, I don't understand, that's stupid, blah blah blah. But you get older and you come to certain understandings about certain things, and I come into my belief about, well, do you love people, Marge, that don't do respectable things? No. Do you love people that lie and cheat and steal? No. And the thing is, I was such a little freaking like, rule follower and do-gooder and people pleaser and all that when I was a kid, that I didn't recognize the shadow in people either. So I'd just be like, I didn't care who people were. I'd just be like, you know, let's be friends, you know, and I would recognize, you know, the good parts of the things that I saw in me and you, but I didn't see the freaking shady part. And that always come up behind me and ended up smacking me in the head, you know. I got duped a lot. You know, because I freaking believe people. I want to believe and see the best in them, and people don't want to believe and see the best in themselves. Because if they did, they'd share more of it, wouldn't you think? Life doesn't have to be as hard as people make it, man. People make things so complicated, so hard. You know? I know it because I've done it myself. I have. But I have learned to take care of myself in a way. A lot of people don't understand it, you know? A lot of people would rather be social with anybody. And I'm more particular about who I spend my time with and stuff, because for so many years I really wasn't. I just hang out with anybody, everybody. But I learned to be more disciplined and more discreet. You know, now I take more time to get to know people, you know, to see if, you know, and then I listen, and, you know, because people will tell me who we are, and then it's like I listen to what they say and how they present themselves. They tell me, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, and then I watch them. Do they act that way? You know, and I'm always real mindful of what I'm saying, and you know, and sometimes like I'll play back something in a video and I'll misspeak and I'll get frustrated, and then like the next day, either I'll write something in the description box, or the next day I'll speak on it, I'll correct it or amend it or whatever, you know. But we're all humans, and humans make mistakes, but you know, usually mistakes aren't made on purpose over and over at the detriment of freaking of other people, you know. I keep hearing how everybody's stepping in, you know. I keep hearing stuff, man. It's talk, and I'm just patiently waiting to watch people walk the walk, you know, because we got a lot of talk going on, right? There's more and more spiritual channels, light workers and all that freaking popping up all over the place, you know. So, let's see what you got. That was the first bird I heard today. Anyway, so, discipline. Took me a long time to learn discipline, because we never had a lot, so I had always dreamed big, and then like when I'd come into a little bit of money, you know, like freaking $5 for my birthday, you know, I had already dreamed of all the things I want to do with it. Then I'd end up buying candy, because we weren't allowed to eat a lot of candy, you know. So we were diagnosed with hypoglycemia when I was younger, so it's like when you got to eat it, you know. And then there are the times that, I just eat it all, just F it, just indulge, and just eat it all, wolf it all down, then it's gone, right? It's gone. So then I learned, eat a little bit, then put the rest away, and then I can savor it, you know, enjoy a little bit at a time, you know. And then it depends on the kind of mood I'm in, switch it up, you know. But it's all about balance. And that's what I hope for other people to see, just find their own balance in themselves, because God, man, stop making freaking the world such a hard place, man. The people that are doing this to ourselves, it's really hard to watch. So that's all I got for now. I hope y'all have a rad morning. Peace.